The Loves Park Ski Broncs performed tonight after a long summer of canceling shows. Jess Liptzin was there for the show. Jess, what'd you think?
Tom, this was my first show, and it surely lived up to the hype. Between soaring through the water and those stunts, you couldn't even tell this team hasn't had normal practice conditions. The Ski Broncs are hitting the water after canceling shows all summer due to the no wake in the Rock River. This year's theme was the circus, and between skits and skis, it was sure to be a fun time.
It's just nice to provide entertainment for families, free entertainment at that, for our community, and just give people something to go out and do on a Wednesday or Friday night.
Due to the no wake, the team has not been able to practice in the Rock River, but they've been able to make do.
Do land practices where we come down here with our team and we practice building pyramids on shore. We tie off to trees. We were blessed this year to be able to go out to Rocky Glen to use their quarry as an alternate site. Although we're disappointed that we've been off the river, we're still a great team. We love hanging out with each other.
We can all be proud in what we put on the water, especially even during a hard summer like this with the very limited time we have to practice. I think we still have a really good show. I'm proud of what we're doing out there. I enjoy working with this team, and I think everybody definitely shows that they want to be here.
The team finally got out on the water, the fans finally covering the bleachers. The Ski Broncs are back.
We love doing shows for our community, and we love just helping out where we can, who we can, and just, spreading the love of water skiing.
The Ski Broncs is a nonprofit run strictly on the love of water skiing and donations. Staff say through show and tournament cancellations, they've lost thousands of dollars. If interested in supporting them, find the story on our website, mystateline.com. Tom?
An Olympian is putting the world of rugby on her broad shoulders. She calls them broad herself. Alona Mar is using the Olympic sport to highlight her love for the sport. The women's rugby player has amassed millions of followers on social media, and it is impacting the entire country, including right here in Rockford. Eyewitness News reporter Jess Liptzin caught up with some local rugby players to talk about it. Jess.
Wendell, I caught up with a few lifelong rugby players as they get ready to start their season. They spoke about the new faces joining the team this year, and it's no coincidence as one USA rugby player has taken the country by storm.
People loved it, and it's gotten more people into rugby. It's gotten, me noticed by brands, and it's become a really cool outlet.
USA women's rugby player Alona Mar talks about the impact her social media following has had on the sport she loves. Ren Felton, captain of the local women's rugby team, spoke about that impact right here in Rockford.
I think that's huge as far as putting a spotlight on it, highlighting the benefits and the good aspects of it, and then making it fun.
Alona has amassed millions of followers on her social media platforms through funny videos and even more from being candid about women's bodies and feeling comfortable in your own skin.
We have these different standards as far as what people should look like or do or how they should act, and she's like, I'm a rugby player, and this is what a rugby player looks like. This is what a rugby player does, which is great because it gives people a different avenue to kind of find themselves rather than fitting into a mold, and honestly, that's what rugby does.
The Rockford Ravens have the longest running sports program in the city. For nearly 50 years, they've been representing the Forest City through rugby. Now on the Olympic screen, the sport is getting more attention.
So it's really great to be able to see it on TV and, just see the game get spread.
Skip Grinnell has played for decades and says with this attention comes his favorite part of playing the game, teaching others.
I love teaching the game. 99% of the people that come out here have never played before.
When I started in high school, there were maybe 4 teams throughout the Iowa, Illinois, Indiana state area, and now there's a surplus of teams where we can actually travel, have games, different divisions, and the women's league in general continues to grow.
For information on how to get involved or if you want to check out a game, the full schedule can be found on our website, mystateline.com. Wendell?
Jess, educating us about rugby. Thank you.
After 2 failed referendum attempts for the Beloit School District, they are hoping to find out why. Today, they held their inaugural table talk to speak face-to-face with the community. Jess Liptzin attended the event. Jess, how did it all work out?
Well, Tom, the Beloit School District and Board of Education hosted a table talk. It's aimed at solving ongoing issues in the district. The event also highlighted the strides being made in academics.
It's easy for my staff to share the positive things, but it's a lot better when everyone is sharing those things. And these table talks allows that to happen with the community being a part of the conversation.
Cunningham Intermediate in the Beloit School District hosted a table talk. The goal was to figure out how to move forward on a referendum that has been denied for the past 2 years, the most recent coming this past April.
We were asking for a 3-year referendum for $9 million for operations, and unfortunately lost by about 20%, which is a little significant.
Members of the community were asked to come whether they voted yes or no, to find out why and find solutions.
Most important things we have the opportunity to do in the school district is to communicate. And so these table talk opportunities allow us to sit down and just have we like to say like a dinner chat opportunity where we could just share different ideas, share kind of what's going on here in the school district, listen to the community as pertains to what they would like to see different, and then allow us to have that, back and forth dialogue in a light way.
Academics was also part of the discussion, understanding where students succeeded and where they needed help. This was the first table talk and something that organizers were happy to hold as it brings the community closer to the district.
Because academics is very important. It's our purpose, what we're here for, and trying to make things better for our students for their future.
This was just the first table talk, and to keep up with the table talk series, find the story on our website, mystateline.com. Tom?
From 2016 to 2022, there were more than 1,200 public safety personnel identified as law enforcement and corrections officers who died by suicide. It's why the Greg Lindmark Foundation started, and today they held their biggest fundraiser of the year. Jess Liptzin was there. Jess, looks like it was a lot of fun for a good cause.
Tom, you said it perfectly. Around 200 members of the community were at the Forest Hill Country Club for the Lindmark Foundation's golf outing. The fundraiser is helping strengthen the mission of looking out for those who help protect us. The biggest fundraiser of the year for the Greg Lindmark Foundation went off at the Forest Hill Country Club. The goal is to raise $50,000 to provide resources to first responders dealing with their mental health. The founder, Brad Lindmark, started this after his brother Greg took his own life.
So I've been out on the course earlier, and I've heard so many people tell me what a great cause it is and what a great job we're doing and honoring Greg. Our family came together after our tragedy, and we didn't want to see this happen to another family.
Greg was a Rockford Police Chief Deputy. Many in law enforcement deal with tragedy every day and may struggle with their mental health. Bringing awareness to this is something Robert Redford is hoping to do. This hits home for the Rockford Deputy Chief.
I worked with Chief Lindmark for quite some time, so being able to come out here and help support this great organization that helps law enforcement and first responders with the issues that we face on a daily basis, it's a great organization, a great resource for all of us first responders.
This year, the Lindmark Foundation has helped provide nearly 50,000 hours of counseling, which is doubled from the year prior. The foundation's work has grown and is now being implemented across the country.
It's something that a lot of people don't talk about, but they should, because it's just like anything else. If you're struggling with mental health, you have to seek help. And this is a great platform to people who normally don't seek help because they feel that, it might look down upon them, especially in their profession, but it's a great organization.
Golfers were glad to help out with something so important to every community, first responders' mental health. Looking for these resources or interested in donating, find the story at our website, mystateline.com.